And we're joined now by someone who knows Iraqi Kurdistan really well, because he's the head of the German Liaison Office for Industry and Commerce in Erbil, which is in northern Iraq. Volker Wildner, it's good to have you here with us. And I just learned that you are here sort of in a way involuntarily. You actually came back to Germany on holiday, and now it's tricky for you, very difficult for you to get back to Erbil, where you head this German Liaison Office. How does that make you feel in this situation, to be stuck here in Germany?
I feel unhappy about the situation because I have employees in Erbil which are doing a daily job and have to do now what I'm supposed to do in Kurdistan, in Erbil. But today with the media, we can Skype, we can use the telephones, and as I said, it's very qualified staff. It works okay for the time being. On the other side, I have so much to do here in Germany because of inquiries from companies. What is happening? When can we travel? When are the airlines starting again, and so on? That keeps me very busy over here. And I'm also thinking about the time after the present problems. You know, to continue fast, and this makes me quite happy to be also here at the time.
Yeah. Well, when one watches the news these days, I mean, there's nothing but bad news coming out from that region. So how do you liaise with a country, with a region that's been engulfed in war and terror for the most part of the past 2 decades, really?
I was quite lucky because I'm living in an area in the autonomic district of Kurdistan.
Kurdistan, yeah.
Yeah, and we haven't had any problems for the last 4 years. I was free. I could do everything. We could travel without security, and it was a peaceful country. Not in comparison to Baghdad, where you always had explosions, terroristic things. We never experienced this, and in our area, as I said, we could travel from Duhok, Suleimania to Erbil without any security measures.
What more can you tell us about the economic situation there?
At the moment, the economic situation is very calm because of the situation. But we know from the past we have done a lot of work for this country. A lot of German companies are interested to start business, starting even operating, investing. But we have to wait until everything is becoming calm. In Kurdistan, you have the problem that you have to, if you want to do business, you have to do the planning, you have to do the building.
It's very difficult now, isn't it?
And especially now, yeah. But I mean, the situation will become better, and you have to do the planning now, and you cannot start planning when everything is calm again. And
so when you think that the situation is getting better, I mean, you're very optimistic there. People come to you and want to hear your advice, both from the Kurdish and also the German side. What do you tell them, the companies there? Should they stay put, wait and see, or better leave? And
the companies which are there at the moment, okay, they're operating on a lower level. For companies which wanted to start business in Kurdistan, I would say we should see until everything is stabilized. And as you said, who knows what is happening? We have a lot of talks now in the European Union, what is to do, who is going to help. And if this is sorted out and the situation is stable and controllable, then definitely the companies should come fast, because, as you mentioned before, there's a lot of potential, a lot of money in this country, and it is to be spent.
Okay, Volker Wildner, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today.
Thank you for having me.